Hello everyone, we're going to fill in tables of values, or a table of values. So what you will notice when you look at a table of values is you have a rule, and in the rule there is an X or an unknown, and those X's changed. So here are all the different X's we're going to substitute into this rule. So let's go ahead and do this first one. So using the rule, y equals 2x plus 5. Let's try the first X here. So that's 0, and it goes in that spot instead. So let's have a look here. We go y equals 2 times 0 plus 5. Now 2 zeros are 0, plus 5 is 5. And so you put your answer to that when X is 0, Y is 5, and you put your answer in there. Okay, next one. Using the same rule, but this time we're going to change. So our X is now going to be 1. So we're going to put a 1 in that spot. So we go y equals 2 times 1 plus 5. So 2 ones are 2, plus 5 is 7. And we put the answer 7 in there. Okay. Then next one, we're now going to let y equal, sorry, not y, we're going to let x equals 2. So we say 2 times 2 plus 5. 2 2s are 4 plus 5. The answer is 9. And we put our 9 over here. Okay. Last one we're going to change the x to is the value of 3. So this is our last one here. We're going to let x equals 3. So we say y is equal to 2 times 3 plus 5. 2 3s are 6 plus 5. 6 and 5 gives you 11, and that's where you write your answer. Okay, so that's filling in the table of values. So let's do the next one, and this time our rule is changed. Our rule is now y equals x minus 7. We're still going to put in these different x values. See all these different x values? They're all going to go in there one by one, all the different times. We're going to give them their turn. So let's start with the very first one here. We've got x is equal to minus 1. So we say y is equal to, rather than x, we put minus 1, minus 7. Now that's a bit tricky. Minus 1, you're already on minus 1, you've got to take away 7 more. You can use your calculator if you need to. The answer is minus 8. So we put our answer in there. Now we keep going, same idea. We replace the x here. We replace the x with the next value, which is 0. So y equals 0 minus 7. 0 take away 7 is just minus 7, and the answer goes there. Okay, keeping the same rule, but we're going to now use the next one along, which is x is 1. So instead of writing x, we put 1 minus 7. 1 minus 7 is minus 6. So that goes in the hole there. And then last one to do is x equals 2. So it's y equals 2 minus 7, which is minus 5. And that goes in there. And that has completed that table of values. Okay, next one is the table of values here. Sorry, the rule is now y equals 3x. Okay, that's the rule we're working with. Now, what does that mean? Y equals 3x mean, oh, not 3x, sorry, minus 3x. So it's minus 3, and there's a times in the middle there, times the x. So that's what it means. It's minus 3 times our different values of x. So what's the first value of x we're going to use? Is minus 1. That means we're going to have y equals minus 3 times minus 1. Now, minus 3 times minus 1 is positive 3, because a negative times a negative gives you a positive. So that answer there is 3. Okay, then the next rule that we're going to do, not same rule, the next x, value is 0. So we need to use x equals 0. So y equals minus 3 times 0. So anything times 0 is just 0. So that one is 0 like that. And then we change our x value again. Our x value again is, this time it's x equals 1. So it's minus 3 times 1. Anything times 1 is just whatever you started with. So it's minus 3. Okay, and then the last one is x is equal to 2 now. So it's y equals minus 3 times 2. And minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. And you put that in there. Okay. Last rule we're using is, here it is. This is the rule we're using now. Y equals minus x plus 4. Now, what does that mean? Y equals minus x plus 4. So that minus x actually means, I'll put a different color here. That's a minus 1 times x. That's what it means. When you have just minus x in front of something, it actually means minus 1 times x. And then we have to add the 4. So let's go ahead. Our first x value we're going to use is x equals minus 1. So it becomes minus 1 times minus 1 plus 4. Now, minus 1 times minus 1 is the same as 1 times 1, because a negative times a negative is a positive. And 1 times 1 is 1, plus 4 gives us 5. So over here we put 5. Okay, now we've got to do the next one we're doing is we're substituting x equals 0. So instead of minus 1 times x, we go minus 1 times 0 plus 4. Y equals 0 plus 4, which is just 4. That goes there like that. Okay. Next one we're doing is x is equal to 1. That's our next thing to substitute in. Y equals minus 1 times 1. To finish the rule, put the plus 4. Minus 1 times 1 is minus 1 plus 4. Minus 1 plus 4 is 3. Put 3 in there. Okay. Last one we're doing is x equals 2. So y equals minus 1 times 2 plus 4. Y equals minus 1 times 2 is minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 is just 2. And so our last thing we do here is we put in a 2 there. Let's fix that up. And that is how we complete tables of values.